Ladies and gentlemen, to connect with fellow attendees, follow the schedule of events, and to optimize your conference experience, be sure to download our conference app from your mobile app store. Just search Career Communications Group and get that app on your smartphone. We also would like to take this opportunity to remind everyone to stay continually updated throughout our conference with important information. Just text WOC23. Once again, that's WOC23 to 77948. That's text WOC23 to 77948. You can also win a $100 gift card. You'll receive a message if you're a winner. And also be sure to watch Women of Color TV on Channel 48 in your Marriott hotel rooms. Ladies and gentlemen, our next entertainer is Aziza Amar, a second-generation Lebanese, and has managed to keep the culture alive in her family in food, music, and in dance. She's a dance instructor, choreographer, and troupe leader for Layali El Amar, a local rock sharky dance troupe. Tonight, she performs a belly de genre dance to traditional belly de musance. Please welcome to the stage, Aziza Amar. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our program.
Welcome back. The presenter of our first two recipients of the Outstanding Technical Contribution in Government Award is an internationally recognized engineering researcher in the development of mathematical models, human engineering, and engineering leadership. Author of over 100 technical publications, she is a professor and director of the Ergonomics Laboratory at the University of Central Florida and previously held position of Martin Luther King Jr., visiting associate professor of aeronautics and astronautics at MIT. In January, she was selected as a program director for the National Science Foundation's I-Corps program. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Pamela McCauley.
Good evening. Susan Althoff Gordon, the first of our Outstanding Technical Contribution in Government Award recipients, is recognized for her outstanding research and leadership at NASA in support of making helicopters and other vehicles safer, quieter, and more efficient. She serves as a project manager for the revolutionary vertical lift technology project, leading a project that she has coordinated across the country at 3 separate NASA centers for the past 12 years. Under her leadership, the project has advanced technologies in aerodynamics, acoustics, engines, transmissions, design methods, and test techniques while working in partnership with other U.S. government agencies, industry, universities, and international research organizations. I am so pleased and proud to present Susan Althoff Gordon.
During college, I worked for Dr. Al Ormsby, a distinguished aeronautics professor at the University of Illinois. One day, Professor Ormsby asked me what area of engineering I planned to focus on. When I answered aerodynamics, he said, "Aerodynamicists are a dime a dozen. If you want to make a living, you're going to have to be really good at it." So I set out to be the best aerodynamicist I could be. Today, I'm proud to work for NASA, where I make a living doing what I'm passionate about, and tonight I'm honored to be recognized for it.
Now it is my pleasure to present our next award recipient. Ale Garneros Luna is a trailblazer who has broken barriers throughout her life. She is part of the NASA team that built the first U.S. satellite that launched from the International Space Station, ISS. The experience facilitated the ISS jettison process involving CubeSats. Personally, she has overcome enormous challenges as well. Among them, the trauma of the devastating 1985 Mexico City earthquake. Being asked to help support the family at age 18 and put her education on hold, and later being a single parent of 4. She wants to inspire women to pursue careers in aerospace and make the norm to work side by side with men. I am proud to present Ale Garneros Luna.
Good evening. I grew up in Mexico City. My mother had a second-grade education and was an avid reader who loved to purchase encyclopedias. It was my routine to come home after school and read them. One of the books described the space shuttles and the engineers who built them. This inspired me to become the aerospace engineer that will follow into their footsteps. So at age 7, I declared my degree. It ultimately took me 30 years to circle back to that dream, but it was the inspiration, perseverance, and resilience of my younger self that never left and brought me to this moment. Thank you.
The presenter of the Student Leadership Award is the former Vice President of Customer Success Engineering for Cisco Systems, whose 23-year career includes a patent for the Advanced Productivity Tool, an object-oriented case tool for factory control, a BEA Award winner for professional achievement in industry. She is currently owner of the Trumpet Group, coaching winners and leaders. Please welcome to the stage, Dixie Gar.
As a 4-year-old skier, Alexandra Garschultz just blasted straight down the hill, gaining more and more speed. Told that she must turn, her answer, "Mama, turning just slows you down." That same bravery and determination has defined her life. Armed with dual bachelors in computer science and in psychology from Yale University, she joined high tech to engineer user experiences, and she became an advocate of diversity and inclusion. This passion drove her to undertake a doctoral program where she earned the prestigious National Science Foundation Fellowship to study research in identity and belonging. Through her mentoring, teaching, and outreach, she committed to push someone ahead and pull others behind. Now, my buttons are popping with pride as I present to you my daughter, Ms. soon-to-be Dr. Alexandra Kristen Gar-Schultz.
My mother always told me that as long as I did my best, that was good enough. But she also informed me that my best was an A. I grew up attending CCG's Black Engineer of the Year conference, and I learned that if the attendees there could succeed in STEM, I could too. But starting my career, I felt an immense pressure to fit into the boxes of other people's expectations. It turns out that's really not my style. I come from a legacy of women breaking barriers and defying expectations. At the forefront of civil rights, my grandmother risked her life to vote. It is my greatest honor to carry her legacy forward and help create a world where we never have to worry about fitting into other people's boxes again. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presenter of the 2 recipients of the College Level Promotion of Education Award is immediate past president and CEO of the Michigan Science Center and the founder of the STEM INISTA project. She sits on the National Academy of Sciences Board on Science Education and is vice chair of NAGB that charters the nation's report card on math and science. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Tanya Matthews.
I am honored to make these next 2 presentations. Our first honoree, Melanie Villatoro, is committed to the success of her students and is actively engaged in increasing the number of underrepresented minority groups studying civil engineering. She is exceptionally deserving for this award because of her passion and compassion to raise leaders in STEM fields, to increase the STEM workforce with technically savvy and exceedingly qualified graduates, and to create a seamless pipeline for K-12 students to consider STEM as a possible career, particularly underrepresented minorities. She is always seeking new opportunities to increase STEM exposure in the community and implement activities to assist her students on their path to graduation and beyond. I am proud to present Melanie Villatoro.
My parents moved here from Guatemala when I was 10 months old to provide better opportunities for my siblings and me. I have strived to make them proud and ensure their American dream came true through my success. They gave me confidence and encouraged me throughout my academic and professional career. I recognize the importance of a support network for the success of first-generation college students, females in particular, and coordinate initiatives to make this possible. It is my responsibility to be a role model and provide opportunities in STEM to populations that remain heavily underrepresented in the field. Thank you.
And now for our next honoree. Dr. Kathleen Johnson's award recognizes her tireless devotion towards opening the geoscience field to Native Americans through a summer program for high school students, for bringing her passion for geoscience and fieldwork to undergraduate and graduate students, and for profoundly influencing the future of so many young people. She is an outstanding researcher with her efforts combining fieldwork and geochemical analyses to study how and why Earth's climate has changed in the past. As a role model, a leader, and a mentor, Professor Johnson is breaking the barriers for the next generation of minority scientists. I am proud to present Dr. Kathleen Johnson.
Hello, I grew up in beautiful northern Michigan, close to where my grandfather, an Odawa Indian, was born. He and my grandmother, an Ojibwe Indian, moved back to that area in the 1960s with my mother after years of living here in Detroit. I'm thankful they did because many of my happiest childhood memories include spending time in nature with my family, collecting rocks along the shores of Lake Michigan, taking camping trips, and picking wild berries and morel mushrooms with my family. My love of learning, science, and exploring the outdoors was obvious from an early age, and I'm so grateful that I get to pass on this passion to other young people. Thank you.
The presenter of the Community Service and Government Award is the Executive Director of the Weapons and Software Engineering Center at the U.S. Army Armament Research, Development, and Engineering Center, U.S. Army Futures Command. Please welcome to the stage Ms. Cynthia L. Perazzo.
Jihan Arabi, also known as Gigi, started at Picatinny in the U.S. Armaments Research Development Engineering Center as a systems safety engineer and has progressed through supervisory and technical jobs to currently oversee 1,000 engineers and scientists. She has continuously tried to expand STEM knowledge in our community through coaching FIRST Robotics, outreach at local schools, and mentoring. She currently serves as the Picatinny Chapter Women in Defense President, Vice President of the Diversity Advisory Council, and is on the Dream Girls Initiative Executive Board. Gigi is helping to ensure we fill our STEM pipeline with competent young women of color. I am proud to present Jihan Arabi.
As a child of an Egyptian immigrants born in New York and raised in the Muslim faith with strong values and a duty to serve my community, college was a challenge. As I tackled the technical rigors of electrical engineering, my parents' guidance carried me forward. In the aftermath of September 11th, I was scared. My fear as a covered woman was immeasurable. Would somebody attack me because of my hijab? Again, my parents' guidance carried me forward. Now, as I progress in my career, I strive to help people broaden mindsets, dissolve prejudices, and achieve their dreams. I pray that my guidance will carry them forward. Thank you.
To present the Community Service Award and Industry Award, please welcome back Monica Emerson.
For nearly 2 decades, Tracy Hughes has assisted many domestic and global clients in protecting their most valuable assets against hackers, using a special combination of technical project management and customer-focused skills. Combining these skills with her passion to give back, Tracy founded a nonprofit and designs and facilitated technology-themed parties to engage and excite young children about technology and cybersecurity. Whenever an opportunity to volunteer and serve is presented, Tracy is always eager to actively participate. As a woman of color in technology and cybersecurity, Tracy is committed to paving the way for the underrepresented and underserved. I'm proud to present Tracy Hughes.
My parents instilled in me a strong foundation in my faith and the importance of giving back. This enabled me to not only survive, but thrive and live my purpose when things fell apart. I'm forever grateful to Claflin University, where I began my love affair with technology. It became my life's calling to encourage and inspire the underserved and underrepresented to pursue technology careers. I thank God for the necessary storm that redirected me on this amazing path and this prestigious recognition. And to my tech babies, you inspire me with the excitement I see in your faces, and know that I will always be one of your biggest cheerleaders. Thank you.
The presenter of the President's Award is the Executive Vice President of General Motors Global Manufacturing and the 2018 Black Engineer of the Year. Her responsibilities include leading GM's global manufacturing operations, manufacturing engineering, and labor relations organizations. She is a member of the GM senior leadership team and reports to GM CEO and Chairman Mary Barra. Please welcome to the stage Alicia Bowler-Davis.
It's my pleasure to be here tonight to present these awards. Monica Greenhall has more than 25 years of innovation, information technology achievements, including key global leadership roles. She served as General Motors Chief Information Officer for South America from 2015 to 2018, where she led a 400-person team responsible for innovation delivery for South America. Today, she is the Chief Information Officer for the First Mile at the GM Innovation Center in Austin, Texas. Believing in paying forward, Monica has been an active champion for recruiting, hiring, and developing women and minority IT talent, both in South America and since returning to the States. I am very proud to present Ms. Monica Greenhall.
I had many strong women in my life. My mother, a single mom raising 3 kids, had a professional career without a college education. My aunts also worked hard to make better lives for their families, but none were as strong as my grandmother, Mary Smith Zuniga Gonzalez. She grew up in poverty in Northern Ireland, married my grandfather during World War II, and came to the U.S. on a Navy warship, ultimately raising 5 children herself. The rock of our family, she danced to conjunto, cumbia, and tejano music and never turned away those in need. She taught me self-reliance, love of family, and service to others. I share this award with her.
Now joining me on stage to co-present the Technical Innovation and Industry Award is the IT Manager for Video, Dealer, Broadcast, and Immersive Technologies at GM IT Global Telecommunications. He is responsible for video collaboration, broadcast technologies, display innovation, and virtual reality. Please welcome Ben Marasco.
For more than 2 years of my working with this amazing woman, Dr. Saror Soltani has shown strength of character and capability through her technical leadership role in GM's Global Telecommunications Core Network Service team. She led the delivery of volumes of critical engineering workload while driving technical and service improvements.
This has helped General Motors gain continued recognition as an industry-leading organization in technical innovation, quality, and success. Saror conceptualized a solution and led an effort to automate our data center engineering function, which resulted in 100% change success with over 30,000 changes and a reduction of 14,000 engineering hours of work in 2017 alone. We're proud to present Dr. Saror Soltani.
Thank you, Ben, Alicia, GM, and Women of Color for giving me the honor to be here tonight. Through the course of my life, I lived in 4 different countries, including 2 in Middle East. In some of those countries, women cannot even get a seat in a STEM field. I had the vision to get my PhD in America, and my family gave me the foundation to persevere amidst that oppression. I believe we all face adversity in our lives, but we overcome when we keep our eyes not on those distractions, but on our goals. Everyone has the potential to be a diamond. When facing adversity, we can choose to let it burn us or use that heat and pressure to turn us into a diamond. Thank you so much.
To present the next Technical Innovation in Industry Award is the Vice President of Government Satellites for the Boeing Company. He leads a family of programs for Department of Defense, civil, and proprietary customers delivering end-to-end satellite, ground, and network solutions. Please welcome to the stage, Troy Dawson.
How you doing? All right. As one of only 2 African-American females to be a part of our Tech Fellow program, which represents the top 2% of our technical community, Nia Jeter is the leading expert in autonomous systems and artificial intelligence. Her expertise has helped pave the way for autonomy as a key technology for the Boeing Company. Nia plays an integral role in our enterprise with young engineers and increasing their knowledge and ensuring that we remain competitive. In 2017, Nia represented us in a real-life Hidden Figure as she was featured in 2 of 4 nationwide panels. Nia, your Boeing family is extremely proud of you. Let's join me in welcoming and congratulating Nia Jeter.
When I was in 5th grade, my white male math teacher told me that I was stupid. Stupid was the exact word that he used. When I was in 6th grade, my first black math teacher, Mrs. Peterson, told me that she thought that I was good at math, and she challenged and encouraged me. 11 years later, I graduated from MIT with a degree in mathematics with computer science. Now I feel like I speak math better than I speak English. I am forever grateful to Mrs. Peterson, to my parents, and everyone who told me I could do anything if I put my mind to it. Thank you.
The presenter of the New Media Leadership Award is Chief Information Officer of the Boeing Company and Senior Vice President of Information Technology and Data Analytics. A member of the Boeing Executive Council, he is responsible for the IT strategy, operations, processes, and more than 6,500 IT and analytics employees of the world's largest aerospace company. He oversees all aspects of information technology, information security, data and analytics across Boeing's global reach, supporting business growth by partnering with the company's business units on IT and analytics-related revenue-generating programs. Please welcome to the stage, Ted Colbert.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Several years ago, Paris Forrest was introduced to me as the person who led the transformation of our accounting close process to record speeds. I took notice and dug in to find out more about this Paris. Who is Paris? She was known for her willingness to take on hard projects. She had excellent communication skills and flawless execution. Nearly 2 decades at Boeing, Paris has led key efforts on cross-functional business and technology teams on major capital and non-capital programs and projects. She's an active member of the community, serving with nonprofits that focus on arts and cultural integration, enrichment for the youth, and encouraging girls to pursue careers in STEM. Her work continues to create strong value at the Boeing Company. She is one of our newest executive leaders on the IT leadership team and is responsible for running the operations of several $100 million of IT across Boeing, space, security, commercial, and services. Our company, my executive team, and our community is better for her passion and leadership. I am so proud to present to you Paris Forrest.
In high school, I was told I tried to write smarter than I was. In undergrad, my advisor suggested I consider a less rigorous degree. At work, they said not to expect much from the job I was doing because no one sees the benefit anyway. Ultimately, I was inducted into the International English Honor Society. I completed my undergrad with honors and went on to give the commencement address for my MBA. The job that didn't matter is a key reason I am here celebrating with you today. As my mama would have said, I showed them better than I could tell them. Thank you. God bless.
The presenter of the Professional Achievement in Industry Award is the chair of the Women of Color STEM Selection Committee and technology leader for over 20 years. She is Vice President of Engineering and New Product Development for Global Faucets at Kohler Company. Please welcome to the stage Angela Barbie.
Dr. Hadi Nicole Green is recognized for her outstanding achievement as a STEM trailblazer. She has 3 degrees in physics, which she used to create an effective treated cancer treatment using laser and nanotechnology. She is one of the first African American women to earn a PhD in physics. Her expertise lies at the intersection of nanotechnology, immunotherapy, and precision medicine. She is on the faculty at the Morehouse School of Medicine, Surgery Department. Her accomplishments are matched by her servient heart. She founded a nonprofit organization, the Aura Lee Foundation, at auralee.com, auralee.org, to keep her cancer treatment accessible and affordable. Escorting Dr. Green to the stage is Dr. Dorothy W. Houston, her mentor, surrogate mom, and former vice president for research and development at Alabama A&M University while she was an undergrad student. With great pleasure, I present Dr. Hadi Nicole Green.
Good evening. A satellite in outer space can see if a dime on the ground is face up or face down, yet we couldn't stop cancer in its tracks. Cancer devastated my aunt and uncle who raised me, and I've dedicated my life to fighting this disease. I've developed nanoparticle-based technology that completely eliminates tumors in mice in 15 days after one single treatment with no observed side effects. Thank you. I was also awarded $1.1 million from the Department of Veteran Affairs for this work. My nonprofit is positioned to launch clinical trials in humans within 12 months of reaching our first fundraising goal of $10 million. And you can help us save the lives of some of the 8.8 million people who are dying from cancer annually. Thank you for this life-saving recognition. Good evening.
Now it's my pleasure to present the Professional Achievement in Government Award. Dawn Davis is recognized for her outstanding achievements working on propulsion test programs in support of our nation's space program. She serves as the Chief of Electrical Design and Software Branch, the first and only woman of color to reach the upper technical levels of NASA management in the Engineering and Test Directorate at the Stennis Space Center. Her ability to find unique solutions to problems while integrating the concerns of all the team members inspire others to push forward. As a supervisor, she always looked for the enhancement opportunities for others, often helping people to see themselves in roles they had never considered. I am proud to present Dawn Davis.
Although my mother died when I was 6 years old, I was always surrounded by strong women who supported me, including my aunt and my grandmother, my biggest influences. My grandmother was born in rural Louisiana in 1912 and worked as a young girl in rice and sugarcane fields. She always stressed education as a gateway to opportunities she did not have. My aunt taught high school math and shared my love of problem solving. She encouraged me to strive academically and told me not to settle for B's when I could earn A's. For these women and all the women who have supported me, thank you.
The presenter of the Technical Innovation in Government Award is the Corporate Director of Global Supplier Diversity for Northrop Grumman Corporation. She is responsible for the direction and management of all socioeconomic business program requirements from a corporate perspective. Please welcome to the stage Gloria Poulani.
Major Brittany Carter is a 2008 graduate of the United States Air Force Academy. Her leadership has resulted in successful space launches at Cape Canaveral, initiation of a $30 million cyber research and virtual learning environment, deployment of $500 million of equipment from 4 locations, and the transmission of detainee trial footage from Guantanamo Bay. Major Carter recently directed the 190-person squadron responsible for coding and testing of the 31 aircraft, 15 billion E-3 fleet. As Director of Operations of the Air Force's first mission defense team to establish persistent cyber defense of an operational aircraft, she has contributed to shaping the doctrine, strategy, and policy regarding cyber defense of our nation's weapons systems. I'm proud to present Major Brittany Carter.
As a child, I watched Disney movies and wanted to be a princess. I quickly learned, however, that I'm more like Belle than Cinderella. I identify with her curiosity and her love for learning, and I spent every summer in science camp. I am a Black female raised by a divorcee So I've had my share of discouragers along the way. In fact, when I decided to attend the United States Air Force Academy, my own father told me to try something easier. Instead, I decided to challenge myself to inspire future generations of melanin-rich women by focusing on breaking glass ceilings instead of glass slippers. Thank you.
The presenter of the Managerial Leadership in Government Award is Director of Military Programs for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. As a member of the Senior Executive Services, he is responsible for the execution of the Corps' worldwide program for engineering, construction, real estate, and environmental activities in support of the Army, Air Force, and other Department of Defense and federal agencies and foreign nations. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Lloyd Caldwell.
Wow, this is so inspiring to be here and learn about these wonderful women and their contributions to the nation. Brenda Johnson Turner is the Army's real estate professional leader. Her accomplishments are amazing. Her portfolio of responsibility is as diverse as it is important. She runs a diverse global enterprise of over $1 billion per year. There is no place in the world where the Army sets up shop for even the shortest period of time that she does not enable that activity. It could be a recruiting center in your hometown. It could be a reserve center in your town. It could be a Corps of Engineers lake or a campground that you visit with your family, or it could be an operation that we don't even read about in the news that's taking place in Africa or Asia or some other location. She leads the real estate contracting, leasing, and property disposal requirements for the Army. She supports homeless shelters and wounded veterans. Her work is important to our nation. She is important to our nation. To advance professionalism, she developed a national certification program for the Corps of Engineers. She chairs the Corps' Women's Professional Network. She's a church leader, a mother of 2 sons. I am so proud to present Ms. Brenda Johnson Turner as a recipient of the Managerial Leadership in Government Award.
Good evening. I was raised by a single mother who inspired me to do my best. I grew up in a small Mississippi city and felt my accomplishments would be seen as less because of it. But mentors in my life showed me otherwise. In my senior year of college, my professor informed me the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service was looking for new talent and encouraged me to apply. That was a defining moment. I interviewed, received an immediate job offer, and started my federal service career. Women have continued to be fearless in the face of adversity and become visionary leaders. I thank my husband and children for their love and support, and know I represent all women and continue giving back through mentoring, community, and faith. Thank you.
The presenter of the Professional Achievement in Government Award is the director of the U.S. Army Engineer Research and Development Center in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and director of R&D and chief scientist for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. He manages one of the most diverse research organizations in the world, 7 laboratories located in 4 states with more than 2,100 employees, $1.2 billion in facilities, and a $1 billion annual program. Please welcome to the stage Dr. David W. Pittman.
Dr. Tahira Lackey believes that hard work, perseverance, education, and service to her community are key components to a successful life. She has shown that throughout her 14 career working for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, developing and utilizing numerical models that support the mission of our country, especially in times of need. She continues that service through her passionate work to develop junior youth spiritual empowerment programs for young people, helping to accompany and encourage them to realize their full potential and give back to their communities. I'm proud to present Dr. Tahira Lackey.
My parents, both children of sharecroppers, were born and raised in the Mississippi Delta. With great effort and determination, they became educators and taught us the value of learning. My dad used to say, "My purpose in life is to know God, serve God, and contribute to an ever-advancing civilization." Hearing such a grandiose yet attainable goal gave me vision and direction. My innate love of science and need to understand how things work pointed me towards civil environmental engineering. This is my driving force at the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and in working with young people to help them reach their goals. My parents' inspiration is why I stand here tonight. Thank you.
To present the Managerial Leadership in Industry Award, please welcome back from Consumers Energy, Angela Tompkins.
Dr. Michael Antoine is recognized for her talent as both a scientist and a leader who has made impactful contributions to America's security through her work in managing 2 major business units at the Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Laboratory. As program manager of the Surveillance Systems Program, she conceives of, plans for, and executes on innovative technological solutions to meet emerging operational needs of our nation's warfighters. Key to her success as a leader has been her broad technical knowledge, deep understanding of the sponsor's mission requirements, and excellent interpersonal skills. With great admiration, I present Dr. Michael Antoine.
Good evening. I come from a family of educators with a dedication to providing the necessary tools for others, especially minorities and women, to become successful. I'm also fortunate to have had many strong, inspirational women as role models and leaders in their technical careers. However, I am continually aware of the inequality and opportunities for us as technical contributors. And that's why I'm truly honored to be a part of this prestigious group of women who are being honored tonight. And not just the women, but the men who are also dedicated to creating strong networks and mentoring relationships that will help us expand our numbers of women in STEM leadership opportunities. And for that, I look forward to working with you as we continue to press for progress and move forward. Thank you and good evening.
The presenter of the Managerial Leadership in Industry Award is the Senior Vice President of Manufacturing, Supply Chain, and Operations, and a member of the Boeing Company Executive Council, reporting directly to the Chairman, President, and CEO, Dennis Muhlenberg. A 30-year veteran of the Boeing Company, she has responsibility for the company's manufacturing, global supply chain, and operations, including the implementation of advanced manufacturing technologies and manufacturing quality management system. Please welcome to the stage Jeanette Ramos.
I am absolutely thrilled to see several Boeing women honored tonight and proud to present one of them to you, my esteemed colleague, Dolores Alexander. Shaped by the loving influence of parents who value transparency and logic, Dolores is a leader who demonstrates exceptional empathy and insight in her working relationships with people. During her 28-year Boeing career, Dolores has recognized by industry, recognized as an industry expert in leading sourcing and supplier management teams. And I can verify firsthand that she is an excellent multi-billion-dollar negotiator. Dolores gives back and pushes forward. She encourages young women to get interested, learn about, and explore opportunities in STEM fields. She is a role model for her mentees, employees, peers, and her leaders. I'm very proud to present Ms. Dolores Alexander.
Thank you, Jeanette, and thank you, Boeing Company. My mother, with only a high school education, was one of the smartest women I knew. She encouraged me and my sisters to strive to the best of our abilities and never use life's challenges as an excuse to fall short of our dreams. Whether it was society's biases on color, race, or gender, she said we'd always have to work twice as hard as the next person to be seen as equal. I never felt victimized or marginalized by these societal norms. Instead, I channeled my energy into trying to change those biases through my daily living. I am blessed to live my dream every day at the Boeing Company.
The presenter of the Outstanding Technical Contribution in Industry Award is Vice President of Women and Diverse B2B Marketing for IBM Corporation. She leads an organization responsible for ensuring that Asian, Black, Hispanic, Native American, and women-owned businesses understand how to leverage strategic technologies to build smarter businesses. Please welcome to the stage Denise Evans.
Good evening. Gandhi Sivakumar is known for her innovation, commitment, and perseverance to help clients succeed. She has 27 years of experience in the industry and has worked across multiple geographies and cultures. Gandhi has pushed the team to pick up newer challenges and emerging technologies and has implemented many of the world's biggest first-of-a-kind programs. She has a track record of filing more than 135 patents with IBM and has been awarded with multiple external and internal awards globally, nationally for outstanding technical innovation. Gandhi's dream is to invent something to transform human lives to get her etched in history, and we have no doubt at IBM that she will one day. I am so very proud to present to you Gandhi Sivakumar.
Good evening. My memories take me back to my childhood when in 4th grade, the girls around me were collecting Barbie dolls. I was collecting fused tungsten filament bulbs. I would remove the filament to try to make a lens out of it by pouring water and performing science experiments. Inspired by Einstein's theories and then Newton sitting under the apple tree and discovering gravity, my soul day and night seeks out to the unknown in our technical world. My ongoing journey to further goals is far off, and I will continue to march beyond the boundaries of gender, age, stage, location, and time. Thank you for acknowledging my life's path. Thank you.
The presenter of the Outstanding Technical Contribution in Industry Award is Vice President of Advanced Program Development for the Mission Solutions line of businesses in Lockheed Martin Space. He leads an organization accountable for new business growth, strategy development, and enterprise collaboration that links business development with advanced programs, and is also responsible for long-term strategies with a focus on innovation. Please welcome to the stage Daryl Durst.
Never will you find a person more committed to the pursuit of technical excellence than Lisa Resley. From continued education to improvements to high-value, one-of-a-kind national security assets in her role with Lockheed Martin, Lisa strives to make all systems, including herself, perform to best of their abilities. Lisa's continued personal obligation to improvement, coupled with her deep knowledge of RF systems, has made her a critical asset to the aerospace industry. Lisa is a strong example of never settling for the status quo, but instead constantly driving in pursuit of perfection. I am proud to present Lisa Resley.
Good evening. Contrary to most of my peers, I didn't pursue engineering until later in life. For 10 years, I focused on raising my children and supporting my husband's Air Force career. When it became my right time for me to pursue my goals, my family was my biggest supporter, my cheerleader during those most challenging and discouraging moments. I credit this achievement to them. Their motivation showed me that no matter what stage of life you are in, perseverance and commitment to accomplishing your goals will transform into a lifelong passion, just as engineering has for me. Thank you.
The presenter of the Professional Achievement in Industry Award is the Director for V-22 Osprey Tiltrotor, Sustainment for Boeing Global Services. She is responsible for providing integrated logistics services to V-22 Osprey fleet and customers around the globe, including spares, repairs, supply chain management, aircraft modifications and maintenance, along with aircrew as well as maintenance training. Please welcome to the stage previous Women of Color Career Achievement Award winner, Ms. Carolyn Nichols.
The first, the only, and fearless. A few adjectives that describe Lynn Fox's courageous leadership. As a U.S. Army officer, Lynn was a platoon leader during the first NATO peacekeeping mission in Bosnia. At Boeing Defense, Space, and Security, Lynn led the V-22 Osprey aircraft delivery for our first international customer and continues to lead courageously in her current position as the director of the AH-64 Apache attack helicopter programs, delivering these aircraft to international customers worldwide. Lynn is skillful in carving the path of success for others to follow. I am honored tonight to present to you Lynn Fox.
Growing up, I dreaded the question, "Hey, where are you from?" I was 3 when my family moved from the Philippines to Charleston, South Carolina, so I'd automatically answer, "Charleston." And the response? "No, where are you really from?" As a woman of color and a first-generation immigrant, I now find the tone of this question has changed. Instead of poking fun because I was different, I hear an honest desire to connect and appreciate my diversity. Organizations like this and all of you in this room is bringing about that change. So today, I proudly answer, South Carolina is my hometown, and my people are from the Philippines, and I'm so thankful for the opportunities and the recognition right here. Thank you.
The presenter of our next 3 awards is the Deputy Director of NASA Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia. He shares with the Center Director the responsibility for planning, organizing, and managing the agency-level programs and projects assigned to the center. Please welcome to the stage Clayton Turner.
First, I have the honor of presenting the Corporate Promotion of Education Award. A highly valued and effective NASA leader, Jessica Taylor, has impacted STEM education locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally. Her passion to support underserved communities, including girls, women, and minority students, has been expressed through several targeted and effective initiatives. Among them, she developed the role Train the Trainer program at the urging of the White House Council for Women and Girls in STEM Working Group, resulting in 14 federal agencies being trained in turn, conducting training at their home organization. Thanks to Jessica, many of our STEM professionals and educators are employing best practices to successfully reach diverse populations. I am proud to present Jessica Taylor.
I went into the STEM field for 2 reasons: peer pressure and rebellion. My classmates planned to go to college for engineering or science. At least the boys did. My all-male math and science teachers did not encourage me to go down the STEM path. After all, not only was I a girl, I was a cheerleader. So here's what happens when you rebel against being typecast, pigeonholed, and labeled. Today, this former cheerleader is a scientist at NASA. My goal is to help my professional peers be positive role models to encourage all youth, especially girls, to pursue STEM careers. Thank you.
Now, the recipient of the Technical Innovation in Government Award, Dr. Maricela Lizcano has emerged as a technology leader in multifunctional materials with significant NASA-wide recognition and impact, demonstrating clear programmatic vision and technical innovation. Her optimistic leadership keeps her colleagues motivated. She leads the development of new materials technologies for high-voltage power transmission systems and ceramic matrix composites. Additionally, she is building advanced testing capabilities unavailable in the market. Her ability to define a problem with minimal information and to master new knowledge outside her field drives her technical excellence, with 1 patent awarded and 9 pending patents in 7 years. I'm proud to present Dr. Maricela Lizcano.
I attended college when I was 36 years old. Many people said, "You're too old, it's too late, you won't pass, you'll quit, you're going blind, who'll hire you?" Well, here I am at the age of 56 with a PhD. Woo! I made it. I didn't quit. I'm still blind, and I've got the coolest job on the planet. The courage of one's conviction and hard work is more powerful than the pessimistic words of others. Thank you, women of color, for celebrating diversity. NASA Glenn for allowing me to change the world, and my friends and family for their love and support. Thank you.
The recipient of the Career Achievement in Government Award is Dr. Brenda Ellis, who is being recognized for her accomplishments in leadership in the fields of computing and cybersecurity. Holding positions such as Incident Response Lead, IT Security Ops Lead, Center Privacy Manager, Brenda is now the manager of the IT Security Awareness and Training Center. She is responsible for delivering and tracking cybersecurity awareness and training for the entire agency, which includes 100,000 employees at 11 different centers across the nation. Since taking this position, Brenda has been recognized for her initiatives to address increasingly complex threats by changing users' behaviors, resulting in a measurable risk reduction to NASA. I am proud to present Dr. Brenda Ellis.
In high school, my father became disabled, and I spent my spare time helping my mother at home. At that time, my grades suffered. When my pre-calculus teacher asked me about my future plans, I proudly replied, "I'm going to college and majoring in computer science or computer engineering." He smirked, saying he doubted I'd make it. I immediately went to the library to research universities' computer science and engineering programs. And that night, I wrote letters to admission counselors. To my surprise, I received encouragement and was later awarded 3 academic scholarships. Because I held on to my dream, I stand here before you tonight. I thank my parents for their inspiration, my husband for cheering me on, and NASA for nominating me for this award. Thank you.
To present our next Career Achievement Award and Government Award, please welcome back Monica Emerson.
Rekul Rao is a researcher at Sandia National Laboratories. She has a PhD in chemical engineering and is a world-leading expert in the mechanics of complex fluids, including theoretical development, numerical algorithms, and finite element implementation. Rekul Rao has co-authored over 98 peer-reviewed scientific papers, proceedings, and reports. She is a founding developer of GOMA, an open source code for manufacturing flows. She has excelled in addressing national security problems relating to engineering, environment, and manufacturing by leading inclusive teams. She mentors early career researchers and is a devoted mother to Mirabai and Prim. I'm proud to present Dr. Rekul Rao.
My sister always tells me that I'm so lucky to have a job that I love. My enthusiasm for research began in graduate school, where I was intrigued by computational rheology, using computer programs to predict material response. At first, I didn't know how to type, I didn't know how to code, and I was the worst student in the group. But eventually, I learned both, and I went from annoying my advisor to being one of his best students. Since joining Sandia National Labs 27 years ago, I've been able to determine my own research direction and work on projects that drive my passion. That's why receiving this award for career achievement is especially gratifying. Thank you all.
Now it is my pleasure to present the recipient of the Career Achievement in Industry Award. With Jisoo's impressive technical leadership and strong business acumen, she has held critical positions in advanced technology development and quality at Cisco. A true advocate of the servant leadership model and passionate about design thinking to drive innovation, she believes in empowering teams and mentoring others to reach their full potential in technology. At Cisco, she is an executive sponsor of iWise, an organization dedicated to the advancement of women in high tech, an enthusiastic supporter of the executive shadowing program, and outside of Cisco, she is a strong promoter of STEM via her advocacy and committee membership in IEEE Women in Engineering. I am proud to present Jisoo.
My mother is an incredibly strong woman and my biggest champion. She was a professor of engineering at a time when most women did not get the opportunity to pursue this field. She encouraged me to think big, explore new things, and have the self-confidence to follow my passion inside of societal norms. My own interest in technology started from a very young age and led me to engineering. My greatest satisfaction comes from seeing how innovation affects people's lives. As a leader at Cisco, it is very rewarding to be part of developing leading-edge products and also mentoring and growing our next generation technical leaders. Thank you.
The presenter of the next Career Achievement in Industry Award is President and Chief Executive Officer of Boeing Defense, Space, and Security. She leads a $21 billion business that provides integrated solutions to meet the needs of defense, government, space, intelligence, and security customers in the U.S. and around the world. Please welcome to the stage Leanne Corrett.
It is such an honor to be here this evening and introduce Jenna Lovett. She is a brilliant leader, a world-class executive. She's responsible for producing some of industry's most advanced technology. But that's not why she is being honored this evening. Jenna's greatest contributions are more than you can measure on a spreadsheet or on a factory floor. Time and time again, I've seen firsthand how Jenna is a champion and an advocate for others, how her faith guides her spirit of giving, and how her endless generosity mentors those who are ready to take the next step in their own careers. She has a true gift, and Boeing is blessed to call her one of our own. I'm proud to present Miss Jenna Lovett.
Good evening. Leanne, thank you very, very much. Women in the workforce is an untapped resource. Too often, the parameters for selection miss the gems hiding in plain sight. This is especially the case in engineering and manufacturing. That's why I have to be mindful of it always. Whenever my team and I review candidates for promotion or development, I challenge the status quo for how we select talent. But to create a sustainable culture of diversity, it can't stop there. Throughout my career, I've worked to bring people along with me, to be a resource to others, to be an advocate on their behalf. Why? Because I know firsthand that helping another woman shine brightly allows me to bask in her light, and we all win. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining the Quiet Storms Jam trio are three dynamic vocalists known as the Riris. Gloria Ridgway, Mildred Scott, and Leslie Nelson are three fabulous recording vocalists in their own right that provided background vocals for the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. Gloria is part of their sister singing group, the Ridgways, and Mildred and Leslie are the solo artists. Together, they're the personification of vocal perfection. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Quiet Storms and the Riris.
Say a little prayer for you. The moment I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I say a little prayer for you. While combing my hair now, and wondering what dress to wear now. I say a little prayer for you. For me, I run for the bus dear, and while riding I think of us dear. I say a little prayer for you. At work I just take time and offer my coffee break time. I say a little prayer for you. You stay in my heart, and I will love you forever and ever. We never apart. Oh, how I love you. Together, that's how it must be to live. only bring heartbreak for me. Come on, put your hands right here. Come on. You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah. Think that you might want to let yourself be free. Let's go back, let's go way back when. I didn't even know you were giving too much for attention. I ain't no psychiatrist and an unnamed degree. I don't have no IQ, but to know what you're doing to me. You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Think, come and let yourself be free. Freedom, 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 freedom. I won't, I'm gonna get you, but I don't believe you don't. You gotta think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah, think about it and let you not be free. People walk around every day, playing games and score, trying to make this with me and make you. Hey, you better think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah, think, and let yourself be free. And I need you, don't you know? Yeah, what you trying to do to me? Think, yeah, what you trying to do to me? To the bone, to the bone, to the bone, to the bone, yeah. Think about it, yeah, to the bone, with deepness, to the bone, with deepness, to the bone, with deepness. Think about it, yeah, to the bone. To the bone, to the bone, yeah. Think about it. To the bone, with deepness. To the bone, with deepness. To the bone, with deepness. Think about it. You had better stop and think about it. All right, now this is our anthem, ladies. This is our anthem. Come on now, show me some respect. What you want, baby, I got you. What you need, you know I got it. All I'm asking is for the respect when you get home. Hey, baby, just a little bit. When you get home, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Ain't gonna do you wrong. Why you gone? I ain't gonna do you wrong, 'cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for the respect when you get home. Baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm about to give you all my money. Now all I'm asking in return, honey, is give me my promise when you get home. Just when you get home. Just a little bit. Come on, ladies, let's sing it. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take care of TCB. Respect, the respect, come on, respect, the respect, I get tired, but I keep on trying, respect, you're running respect, and I ain't lying, respect, when you get home, or you might love, just a little bit, just a little bit, respect, the respect, we need respect, and we want respect. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for keeping the queen. Thank you.
Now here with her pass the torch remarks is the President and Chief Executive Officer, LG Chem Power Incorporated, 2017 Technologist of the Year Award recipient, Denise Gray.
Tonight is the capstone of the 23rd year of the Women of Color STEM Conference. What a special evening this has been. I don't think even the visionaries of this powerful event could have pictured what it has become and the impact it has made. Many in this room have been attending the Women of Color STEM Conference for years, some from its inception. Many have grown up here, come into their own here. Many have high-level leadership positions. Others have moved on to become board members of major companies. And the many young people in this ballroom are inspired to follow their dreams as they see that people who, like them, are being celebrated for theirs. So what is it that keeps us coming back? What is it that brings value to one another? And what is it that allows companies and employees to come back? During this past year, I have had the honor of representing the Women of Color in STEM as your Technologist of the Year. And I can speak on both perspectives. First, something magical happens in the Women of Color STEM Conference. So many great minds, so much wisdom, so many accomplished women leaders, and so many phenomenal personalities all gathered in the one place we affectionately call STEM City, Detroit. Earlier this evening, you heard Conference National Chair Monica Emerson say that right here, we are growing and cultivating a place of belonging and acceptance, our STEM sisterhood, a multicultural village. Yes, you here belong. Whether you're wearing a mini skirt, a pantsuit, a darsiki, a kaftan, here there is trust, not competition. Here there is comfort to congregate and collaborate, where the aha moments can become a company's next breakthrough and lifelong professional and personal relationships begin and thrive. Now, what does the Women of Color STEM Conference mean to companies and employers? It is an excellent resource to assure you a robust pipeline of educated, accomplished, multicolored, and multicultural talent. A new study from the Institute of Women's Policy Research reports that gender and racial ethnic diversity in patenting, innovation, and commercialization are critical to developing cutting-edge solutions to the nation's most pressing issues, and more work needs to be done to ensure that the innovation teams creating these solutions reflect the diverse experience and perspectives of the U.S. population. Sending your current and future female leaders to the Women of Color Conference gives you one of the strongest returns of investment you can make to leverage talent. To all our women in the audience, this is the time to press for progress. It's our time. And I can think of no more capable hands to pass the torch to than our 2018 Technologist of the Year, Donna Bell. Let's meet her presenter. He is the Vice President of Research and Advanced Engineering at the Ford Motor Company and the Chief Technology Officer, and leads Ford's worldwide research organization, overseeing the development and implementation of the company's technology strategy and plans. He was also the recipient of a Bea Award for Research Leadership. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Ken Washington.
Thank you and good evening. It is my distinct honor to introduce this year's Technologist of the Year, Donna Bell. Donna Bell is a 25-year veteran and distinguished engineer at Ford Motor Company. She spent most of her career at Ford in the electrical and electronic systems engineering organization within product development. In product development, she held various technical leadership roles in body module electronics design, electrical systems design and analysis, purchasing, and most recently as Global Product Development Quality Manager. While serving as the Global Product Development Manager, Donna led her team in the teaching and implementation of failure mode analysis tools, quality function development, and other robust and quality robustness tools. Leading the organization in delivering more than 26% to be more precise, improvement in quality in Ford Motor Company products. Her team achieved best-in-class quality for Lincoln vehicles 3 times. Donna Bell was responsible for leading the electrical team's delivery of Ford's first auto stop-start technology. This is a technology that led to more than 3.5% fuel economy improvement across our entire fleet. And leading a team, she also led a team delivering an industry-first My Energy Lifestyle project, resulting in a projected 60%, that's 60% energy cost savings. And of course, she was awarded 2 patents related to these technical achievements. More recently, I came to know Donna when she took on the important role of leading our growing Palo Alto Innovation Lab that we now call Greenfield Labs. In this role, Donna Bell was responsible for all operational aspects of our Greenfield Labs facility, including acquiring key talent. And I can tell you, acquiring key talent in Palo Alto is no easy task. Managing the research and operations budget, creating a culture that encourages innovation, interfacing with local universities on key projects, and interfacing with the global Ford team to connect new technologies and innovations created in Silicon Valley with products and services within Ford. The impact of Donna's leadership at Greenfield Labs was unmistakably positive, as reported by everyone that she touched. On top of these significant engineering accomplishments at Ford, one of the things that I'm most proud of regarding Donna is that she is a passionate contributor to STEM and regularly gives back to our community. She has been a member and a president of the National Society of Black Engineers Detroit Professionals Chapter. She has supported and been a member of the Society of Women Engineers and the Engineering Society of Detroit. Donna was also instrumental in establishing the Coalition of Minority Professional Engineering Societies, or COMPAS as we call it, professional development conference in the greater Southeast Michigan area. And it shouldn't come as any surprise to you to know that she is a regular and active mentor of aspiring employees and engineers. Because of this string of accomplishments, both on the engineering and the leadership of people front, I didn't hesitate one moment to bring her back from Palo Alto to Detroit to serve on my immediate leadership team, to oversee our U.S. car relationship, to lead our global STEM efforts, and to take on a host of other increasingly high-impact responsibilities for the Office of Chief Technology Officer at Ford Motor Company. She is no stranger to being recognized for these contributions with awards and recognitions in a variety of areas, including the 2013 Engineering Society of Detroit Gold Award recipient, the 2014 Engineering Society of Detroit Gold Award NSBE Pre-College Initiative Leadership Award, the 2016 Women of Color Presenter and Panelist. She received the 2016 Black Unified Fund of Michigan Connect Drives and Dreams Award. And lastly, the 2017 Michigan Chronicle Women of Excellence Award. Oh, I missed one. Earlier this year, I had the honor of working with Donna at the 2018 Black Engineer of the Year Awards, where she was a panelist and a seminar participant in leading by the numbers, on time, on budget, every time, where she gave an inspiring speech to a bunch of young, aspiring engineers and students. So tonight, we add to her collection with the well-deserved honor of Women of Color Technologist of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Donna Bell and welcoming her to the stage to receive this well-deserved, prestigious award.
Good evening. Thank you to Dr. Kim Washington for nominating me for this prestigious award. And thank you to Career Communications Group and the Women of Color Award Selection Committee for selecting me to receive the 2018 Technologist of the Year. And thank you, God, for this awesome blessing. I grew up on Prairie Street in Detroit in a middle-class family in a neighborhood where all of the parents on the block considered you their own. We were taught to believe that we could do anything, and we sure tried. In elementary school, I wanted to be like my dad, a carpenter. So I chose woodshop over home economics. I quickly became fond of math and science, and my mother nurtured that, ensuring that I participated in programs and events, camps that would help expand my young mind. School was always a competitive thing for me. My dad rewarded me for every A, so doing well meant doing well financially. I was the most fiscally responsible preteen you'd ever met. Growing up, I wasn't really sure where my love for STEM would lead me. Unfortunately, in the world we live in, there aren't too many paths laid out for an African-American girl from Detroit interested in learning about how things worked. So I decided to forge my own. That path included